my god!
That's going in.
Oh my god, are you okay?
That's so much momentum. What's up, everybody?
Welcome back!
To another One Dream Fishing podcast.
We are 6 feet apart because we are
In Corona lockdown.
Corona lockdown.
In Dallas, Texas. So let's get this thing started. Alright, guys. We're just kidding. We're going to film this podcast just like every other one. And if you can't sit down and watch the YouTube video. Oh, grab the hand sanitizer.
We ain't getting Corona today.
No. If you can't sit down and watch the YouTube podcast, go on and head over to Apple Podcasts. Look at us at One Dream Fishing. You can download it, listen on the go, listen in the truck, listen in the boat, listen in your ears, wherever you want. Let's
Listen
get started.
in your eyes.
Listen in your ears. Where else are they going to listen?
I don't know. Let's get started, boys. One Dream Fishing podcast.
Today we're going
Gunny.
Gunny.
What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about coronavirus
The
and
coronavirus.
how it's affecting.
The deadly.
6 feet, buddy. 6 feet.
Yeah, I know.
Without him.
Yeah, we're trying not to get sick here. But today's podcast, we're going to be talking about how this coronavirus is affecting bass fishing. So let's get right into it.
Alright, so I'm going to kind of talk about what's going on around me, at least. As most of y'all have probably seen on the news. If you haven't, you're probably living under a rock. The coronavirus kind of taking over the whole world. It's like a for real pandemic now. It's kind of scary, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to get a lot worse. We're actually here in our dorm room.
yeah, we're in the ODF studio. If
We
you
had
can't
to
tell.
come back and meet up here to do some podcasts for y'all.
Yes, and this will be the last time we are in this dorm room because we
Yep.
are moving out today.
Thank
The
Lord.
Thank the Lord. The whole semester is canceled.
So yeah, we are online for the rest of the semester. Some big changes coming our way, not only in college fishing, but in fishing tournaments as a whole. So Reese, do you want to kind of explain what's going on, like tournaments?
Yeah,
Just
so
general tournaments right now?
basically, all major tournaments have been canceled, and I know for Rayburn at least, they're not allowing any tournaments to
Yeah.
be going on. So there's going to be a lot of changes going through there. We're going to have to see how that's going to all work out, play out in the future. And people like Mikey Balls have kind of like talked about what they think is going to happen in the industry to make it to where tournament bass fishing can continue. We'll see maybe online tournaments, whether taking pictures, sending videos in, the MLF style deal all online is going to be, I think, a major role that's going to be playing through in the future.
yeah, so they're talking about, like you said, online fishing. So you can't have a weigh-in because you can't have a massive group.
Yeah, you can't
in
have more
contact.
than 10 people in
Right,
contact
so they're talking about having apps on your phones to where you just take a picture of the fish and then submit it into the app and then crowning the winner at the end of the day over the app. So
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy to think about, but it's pretty cool how they're overcoming this and figuring out how to keep professional and tournament fishing alive with all this coronavirus going on. So
Yeah, like Reese was saying on Rayburn, like Reese was saying on Rayburn, I was going to fish a jackpot tournament over the weekend. And so, like I was saying, the Army Corps of Engineers shut down all the major tournaments. And now on Rayburn, I forget what club is doing it, but they're doing 30 boat MLF tournaments with basically they give a GoPro to every guy in the field. And then that's how they decide who wins it. And you enter each fish.
from via camera.
From
Okay.
GoPro, you weigh it, and I think they're using Tourney X, which is also the same app the new Bassmaster Kayak series uses. So I'm not sure if they're doing weight or length. It's kind of confusing on that, but they are having like the GoPros on each boat, so that may change up kind of how these are run.
That's good, because like a big concern with all that is, somebody can obviously cheat and
Right.
up weights. So
Yeah.
And I think that's like the main thing with the GoPro is it makes you accountable, because if your footage is not there, you're DQ'd.
Yeah.
So you're being held accountable for what you're doing. So we got to figure out something, because I know everybody out there is wanting to be fishing tournaments just like us, and we just got to figure out how to get through these times. So Mark, do you kind of want to explain what's going on college-wise?
Yeah, so over to college fishing. They have also canceled all of our tournaments. We are missing 2 more Bassmaster qualifier tournaments, and I believe another FLW.
Another
qualifier.
FLW. Yeah,
Okay.
we should actually be in South Carolina right now.
Yeah, and
Fishing
then-
right now.
Yeah, so they canceled Kentucky Lake, Hartwell, and Cumberland. So those are big tournaments that we're looking forward to fishing our freshman year here at DBU, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. But they are opening the ACA.
Yeah, the
National
ACA
Championship.
National Championship. They haven't released what they are doing all the way, and that event is in May, but they have said that they're opening the field, which they haven't clarified what that means. But the whole problem is we're not having enough boats for the national championships in all leagues, and ACA was kind of the first one to come out and say we are going to be adding to that field, which I don't know how they're going to decide who comes into that, but they're opening it up, because I think how many people have qualified, I'm not sure on that,
Not many.
but not many. And I think with that, we're going to have to see some stuff coming from Bass and from FLW, because if you think about it, Bassmaster has, what, 50 teams for Natty right now?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because 2 qualifiers, 25 from each.
Yeah.
So they only have 50 people for the national championship, if it's even held. We don't know. We're kind of in a not knowing phase of bass fishing right now.
Yeah, we've been receiving a lot of emails lately from the tournament directors, and pretty much they've all been saying that everything's canceled and that some of them are being rescheduled. So, I mean, if this stuff all clears up, maybe they'll reschedule them sometime this summer or hopefully before next fall, so they don't interfere with our fall tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a big thing, is not interfering with the next semester of tournaments. I mean, next season you're having all new boats coming in, freshmen coming into every school. So it's going to be interesting to see. I honestly think there's a good chance we'll be fishing through summer. I don't know what y'all's thoughts on that are, about them pushing tournaments that far.
would be great, because Mark and I love fishing in the
Yes.
summer.
Summer is our strong point, so.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to have to figure something out, because, I mean, they got to
Yeah.
keep these tournaments rolling. And I don't know if they're going to have to change up formats maybe to do some online sort of thing. I really doubt they'll do that, but
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to do something to continue this. So
Yeah, because they're losing a lot of revenue and money and stuff like that without us fishing. So hopefully they're doing everything they can to keep it alive and not canceling these tournaments for good and just rescheduling them.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, is just everyone, we don't know anything, and I don't think anybody knows anything really of what this virus is going to bring. I know I've seen on the news some reports saying it's going to die off in the summer, but that's just really something up in the air, so we just got to be open-minded about going into this season and just kind of roll with the flow here. But the biggest heartbreaker came for the Sealy Big Bass Splash, which was just postponed and rescheduled to in October, but that was a big heartbreaker for us.
Yeah, we were pretty excited. Jacob's got a buddy that lives on Rayburn, and we were all planning, all 3 of us were going to go take our dads, and we were all going to fish with our dads in each of our boats and have a good time at the Big Bass, but unfortunately it is canceled. So,
Yeah.
Or, sorry, what Jacob said, rescheduled. Yeah.
Yep.
So hopefully we can do that still in October. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the college tournament, and we can get out there and catch a 10-pounder on Rayburn.
all right, so with all this Corona talk, there's going to be changes in the world and also in our YouTube channel and our podcast. So what you'll be seeing in our YouTube is, since we can't really be around each other, Jacob's going to be back in Houston, Mark's going to be his house, and I'll be at mine. So we're going to have to film separate. So I'm going to be going to the lake, filming, doing some kind of instructional video, and Mark's going to be doing things like that as well. And so we're all going to be trying to adapt in this time of change, and we're going to have to adapt our way of filming. So
So yeah, it'll be interesting. You probably will not be seeing all three of us in a video all the time with this going on, but we are also going to try our best to keep these podcasts coming to y'all. We have not found a solution to long distance podcasting. If y'all have any ideas, drop those in the comment section.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is going to wrap up this episode, and we are done.
We're all right.
Yeah, so what he said, we're done. We're moving out of the dorm. We're going to hopefully be moving back in next semester in a brownstone, which is an apartment, and hopefully we can set up an awesome podcast studio in there. But as always,
Thanks for watching.
God bless.
we'll see you on another. Stay safe.